Hey, so this video is going to be kind of weird, but I just really need to sort of rant about something. So, about 3 months ago, around mid-September, I noticed a lump on on the side of my dog's face, right, on his head. And so we took him to the vet, and the vet took a blood count, and his white blood cell count was high, which means it was probably an infection. So he gave us antibiotics and told us to bring him back in 2 weeks if the swelling didn't go down. So we did that, and we gave him all the antibiotics. The swelling didn't go down, so we called the vet again to make an appointment. And the vet said that they couldn't see us for a whole month. We called him on October 1st, took him there initially, mid-September, called him on October 1st, said that couldn't see us until October 30th. So we had to wait a whole month before we could take him back to the vet because the swelling hadn't gone down and the antibiotics didn't help. Then on October 30th, finally we brought him back, and the vet thought that it might be cancer because the swelling hadn't gone down. So he scheduled the biopsy a few days later, and we had to wait around 10 days. I'm pretty sure it was exactly 10 days actually for the biopsy results. And so after the biopsy results, cancer was confirmed. The biopsy showed he did in fact have cancer. So then the vet told us that because of where it was located on his head around his eye, he wasn't really equipped to deal with that, and because of the kind of cancer it was, the only real thing you could do for it was surgery, because chemotherapy wasn't really that effective for it. So then he told us that he needed to wait to hear back from the oncologist, because the oncologist was, very busy or whatever, because there's not a whole lot of vet oncologists. And it took about another 5 days to hear back from him. So we hear back from the oncologist, and the oncologist finally gets in touch with us, and the oncologist says that he can't see him for a consultation until December 6th. So then we have to wait another 2 weeks to see the oncologist on December 6th. So then on December 6th, he tells us that he won't know whether or not surgery is an option until he gets a CT scan done. So then, around a week later, on December 13th, he gets the CT scan. And then the next day, after the CT scan, the vet looks at the results and he tells us the exact words that it's too late for surgery now. If we had caught it a few months sooner, then it could have been removed. A few months sooner. We brought him in a few months sooner, in September, and nothing was done until December. And I mean, even now, really nothing's been done. All they did was a CT scan. But it just pisses me off, because we did bring him to you guys a few months ago, but because of bullshit scheduling, nothing has been done about it. And so now it gets worse. Now, because surgery isn't an option, now the only thing they can really do is radiation. But the only vet with radiation and a radiologist is about 2 hours away. And after getting in contact with them, the soonest that they can see him for a consultation, not even the actual radiation therapy, just the consultation, is January 10th. So now we have to wait almost another whole month just for the consultation. And who knows after the consultation how long it'll be done until they can actually do the radiation therapy. So, I don't know. The point of this, I guess, is just that if you have a dog or a cat or whatever, and you notice anything wrong with them, take them to the vet immediately, because who knows when anything will actually be able to be done. We brought him in on September. It is now December 21st, and still nothing has been done. And I mean, I know it's not the vet's fault. Like, the first vet, it's he had every right to believe that it was an infection. I mean, his white blood cell count was up. It's not very common for a dog to get a tumor on the side of their head like that. So he had no reason to believe it was cancer. It was just, super unlucky for us that he had a secondary infection at the same time that he manifested cancer. And it's not the oncologist's fault, there's not a lot of oncologists, so I'm really not blaming the vets for it at all. So I don't really know what the solution to something like this would be, except maybe have more vets. I guess if you're thinking about being a veterinarian, then fucking do it, because clearly they need the help. But yeah, I don't know. I guess if you notice anything wrong with your pet, bring them to the vet immediately. Because even if you catch it early enough, that doesn't mean anything will actually be able to be done for them early enough. So yeah, I just needed to rant about that a little. I know this really isn't the kind of video I usually do. Usually I'm doing something stupid like getting pepper sprayed in the face. So anyway, I just need to get that out there. Thanks for watching me complain for 5 minutes.